Welcome, sit back, and let this story guide you into peaceful dreams. Borage and Angelonia, a symphony of surprises. This story is about Borage, who discovers unexpected wonders and forms a magical friendship with Angelonia, an ethereal being of light. In a quaint village nestled between lush green hills, lived a gentle soul named Borage. He was known for his kindness and a curious heart, always seeking the magic hidden in ordinary days. One morning, as the sun painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, Borage set out on his usual walk through the village paths. Every leaf glistened with the dew of dawn, and birds sang a sweet melody that resonated through the air. As he walked, Borage felt a gentle breeze ruffle his hair and bring with it a curious, fragrant scent he'd never smelled before. Intrigued, Borage followed the scent, which seemed to call to him like a whispered secret carried by the wind. Led him to a clearing he had never noticed before, even though he thought he knew every inch of the land. In the center of the clearing stood a glowing figure, an ethereal presence known as Angelonia, a harmonious being of light and warmth. Angelonia glowed with a soft luminescence, her presence filling the clearing with an aura of peace and wonder. Surprised but unafraid, Borage approached Angelonia with a heart open to the unexpected. "Welcome, dear Borage," she greeted, her voice like a melody dancing through the leaves. Borage felt an immediate connection, as if he'd found a friend he'd longed for all his life. Angelonia flicked her slender fingers, and suddenly the clearing was abloom with colorful flowers that seemed to sway in time to an unheard symphony. As the flowers bloomed, each petal released a note of music, constructing a concert that enveloped them in a world where sound and sight danced together. Angelonia shared tales of distant realms, where surprises awaited the pure of heart, places where dreams flourished like endless fields of lavender under turquoise skies. Borage listened, enraptured by tales of wonder and delight, of stars that sang and rivers whispering ancient secrets. As the day passed into twilight, Angelonia bestowed upon Borage a single seed. "Felt this, dear Borage, and whenever your heart seeks a surprise, tend to it with love and patience." With gratitude in his heart, Borage promised to nurture the seed, understanding it held the magic of endless surprises. He returned to his village, and he found joy accompanying each step he took. Every morning thereafter, Borage would visit the spot in the clearing, watering the seed and speaking to it, as he would an old friend. Days turned to weeks, and one dawn, as the first light kissed the earth, the seed sprouted into a resplendent bloom. To Borage's wonder, the flower played soft, melodious notes, just like that mystical day with Angelonia. Borage knew that this flower was not the end of surprises but the beginning. The village spoke of Borage and his magical flower, and soon everyone came to visit, seeking a little of that enchanted joy. Each person who visited left with a smile, a reminder of the magic that lingered in everyday life. Borage, with his open heart and newfound connection to the extraordinary, learned that surprises are like seeds, sown with intention and blossoming into joys beyond imagining. And thus, every unexpected moment became a cherished surprise, a reminder that, even in the most commonplace days, wonder waits those willing to see. Okay, now let's wander into a new tale. Juliet and Azalea, a tale of miracles. This story is about Achillea and her hamster Azalea discovering the miracle of dreams and connecting with the world in a magical realm. Achillea was an ordinary girl with an extraordinary heart, living in a quaint village nestled between whispering fields and towering mountains. Here days were filled with the soft sunlight that danced through the emerald leaves of the old oak trees that lined her path to school. Despite the simplicity of her life, Acalia, Kazania possessed a gift. She could connect with animals in a way that was truly magical. Her closest companion was Azalea, a plump, cheeky hamster with fur as soft as dandelion fluff and eyes that sparkled like tiny stars. Every evening, they embarked on adventures within the confines of Achilles' vibrant imagination, traversing lands where the sky sang and the rivers giggled as they flowed. One warm summer night, as Achilles sat on her windowsill, with Azalea perched on her shoulder, casting wishes upon stray shooting stars, something truly miraculous happened. A particularly bright star fizzed into the night sky, leaving a trail of shimmering stardust. Azalea twitched her whiskers and chattered excitedly as the stardust swirled around them. Philia felt a sudden rush of warmth, a faint tingling in her fingertips, as the glow enveloped them both. In that moment, the world around them seemed to pause and hum with a new rhythm. The shimmering dust formed patterns, weaving stories of dreams whispered into the darkness. Achilles and Azalea found themselves transported into a realm they had only imagined. Here, flowers burst forth in brilliant colors with each step, singing melodies that resonated with their hearts. Birds painted the skies with strokes of golden and azure, each flutter a note in an ethereal symphony. The river they followed whispered tales of ancient stars and forgotten dreams. As they journeyed through this enchanted world, Aphlia learned that every flower harbors tiny miracles waiting to attune, and Azalea discovered the power in her playful nature to bring joy and laughter to even the most solemn places. They encountered creatures of all kinds, each with stories etched in their expressions, tales of hope and resilience. As dawn broke, casting a golden hue over the tranquil land, the miraculous glow gradually faded, returning Achilles and Azalea to their cozy room. But even as the magic of the night ebbed away, the memory lingered, a soft glow in their hearts, lighting the way for future dreams. Achilles understood that miracles, no matter how small, could paint the world anew if one believed enough to seek them. Azalea's joyful chatter was a constant reminder of the magic that exists in every laugh, every shared moment. Under the blanket of stars, with dreams outlined by wonders whispered throughout the night, Achilles and Azalea felt the warmth of miracles deepen their bond and brighten their days. Now, let's embrace the next chapter. Bellflower and Pretty's Starry Night Adventure. This story is about Bellflower and Puthria, who share magical moments under the stars, discovering deep connections and truths in the starlit forest. Under a velvet sky studded with glistening stars, Bellflower, a young girl with laughter like tinkling bells, wandered into the forest near her cottage. Her favorite spot was a clearing where the trees bowed respectfully to reveal the heavens above. Bellflower loved this peaceful haven where she often came to dream and speak to the stars, believing they danced just for her. One night, as she lay on her back gazing at the celestial display, she heard a rustling sound among the bushes. Out stepped Puthri, a lion with a mane as golden as the sun, and eyes that twinkled like stars themselves. Bellflower was not afraid, for she knew that this majestic creature was the guardian of the forest. Puthria nodded in greeting, his profound, yet gentle eyes reassuring the girl that she was welcome in his realm. "Do you ever speak to the stars, Puthria?" Bellflower asked, curious to see sparkling in her eyes. "Indeed I do," replied Puthria, settling beside her. "They have warm tales from distant galaxies and stories that tickle the imagination." With that, they engaged in a wonderful conversation about the constellations and wandering comets. As the hours passed, Bellflower and Puthria shared stories and dreams, weaving a tapestry of enchantment under the night sky. Bellflower learned that Puthria was named after a star, that his ancestors had always revered the cosmic wonders that graced the heavens. to reward their ancestral oath. One of the stars promised that it would shine brighter on nights when Katria was in the glade. Entranced, Bellflower begged for Freya to show her this miraculous star. Katria raised his mighty paw and gestured to a particular point in the sky. There, amidst countless other points of light, shone the star, its brilliance unmatched. "It's beautiful," murmured Bellflower as she felt a deep connection with the universe around her. That night, Bellflower and Katria understood that the stars were more than mere shimmering lights. They were guides, storytellers, and companions in the quiet journey of night. As Katria bid her farewell, with a soft roar that seemed to whisper to the stars, Bellflower promised to return, eager to learn more from the starry tales of wisdom. With a heart full of wonder, Bellflower made her way back home, the path gently lit by the serene glow of the stars above. Here is another story to bring you comfort and peace. Puppy and Petunia, the Symphony of Harmony. This story is about Puppy and the wise owl Petunia learning the essence of harmony through empathy and kindness. In the quaint village of Willowbrook, nestled between silver streams and emerald forests, lived a little girl named Puppy. With hair as golden as the autumn sun and eyes like twinkling starlight. Puppy was a dreamer who found magic in everyday life. Her best friend, though not human, was a wise old owl named Petunia. Petunia perched majestically upon the gnarled branches of an ancient oak tree that stood proudly at the heart of the village. One evening, as the sky blushed with shades of lavender and peach, Puppy visited Tia under the great oak tree. Petunia's feathers shimmered in the twilight, each one a piece of the night sky captured in time. The gentle breeze carried the sweet scent of jasmine blossoms as Puppy sat cross-legged, gazing at her friend with adoration. "Tell me a story, Petunia, a story about harmony," she said softly. Petunia blinked slowly, her amber eyes filled with wisdom. "Harmony," she began, "is the symphony created when all beings come together in peace." Her voice was warm and comforting, like the slow strum of a harp in the quietude of night. Petunia spoke of the river that sang its soothing lullaby as it danced over smooth stones, and of the wind whispering secrets to the swaying grass. She described the sun and moon, sharing the sky in an eternal embrace, each taking turns to light the world. Every being in its place, its role, and in this knowledge lay the essence of harmony. Puppy listened, her heart swelling with wonder, imagining a world where differences were celebrated and unity was cherished. "But how can we find such harmony?" she inquired, her voice a hopeful melody amidst the gathering dusk. Petunia ruffled her feathers thoughtfully. "It begins within, my dear. One must embrace empathy and kindness, seeing others through the lens of love. Can you understand that we all share the same dreams and fears? Harmony flows naturally." Puppy nodded, the wisdom settling in her heart like seeds in fertile soil. The countryside began to cloak itself in the indigo hues of night. Yet in that moment, under the ancient oak, Puppy felt alight with understanding. As the stars began their nightly dance, Puppy thanked Petunia and made her way home, carrying the warmth of the owl's wisdom with her. That night, she dreamed of willow trees swaying in perfect unison and rivers laughing under the sun's gentle crest. And in those dreams, harmony was not just a distant wish, but a lived reality. The village of Willowbrook slept peacefully under the watchful eyes of Petunia, and Puppy knew that the seeds of harmony planted in her heart would one day grow to embrace the world. Good night. May your dreams be gentle and warm.